participate in our classes. Ryan, Semir, Milica.
Right now.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ryan. Cannot maybe access, but I believe that you can access it. Or anyway, it will be on my screen. Just a few minutes, please. I'm uploading it, take some time. All right. So until it is uploaded, I will explain you the procedure. So for the beginning, you will be divided in groups. I will create breakout rooms and you will discuss the first exercise, which is on the page number 4. You're going to work in groups and share between yourselves the information. Why do you use, why actually you use computers, what do you use computers for, etc. Okay, can you hear me? Can I have your feedback?
Yes, we can hear.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. All right. So I'm trying to return my screen, which is unsuccessful. Have you accessed the book? Because it is very slow. Have you opened it? I cannot share it for now.
Yes,
Ryan?
I have. Yes, I have.
You all have your books opened. So you can access directly this link. All right?
Right.
So
which page
let's... Sorry? What did you want
which page to open?
Page 4.
Right. There
You
I
have
am.
You have this starter activity. Can you see?
Yes, I can.
What about the others? I hope that you opened page 4 of your books. All right?
Positive.
So I will... Nicola?
I said positive.
Okay, thank you.
We are.
Now, we can proceed. Can you hear me? Something is wrong.
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, because the problems started appearing with me while I am uploading this book. So I won't do it. It doesn't allow me. Maybe it's up to this option or to my end, but I don't think so. So this option has its limitations, obviously. So page 4, I would divide you into rooms. So there are 27 of you. You are going to work in groups and you are going to discuss these 2 questions. Why do you use computers? What, and be precise, please. And what you use computers for. To be precise, on an everyday basis, You will be given the choice to work with your friends. And so after my creating these breakout rooms, you will be given a request to join. So please join the rooms that I will create, okay? And answer these 2 or 3 questions. Why you use your computers, be precise, please, and what do you do with them, okay?
You are currently the only person in this conference. You are now muted. You are now unmuted.
Valjda da završimo ovaj zadatak. Da ispišemo kao listu korisnih stvari koje... A može sve, samo nabačajamo nešto pa ćemo posle objašnjavati zašto to koristimo i kako.
You are now muted. You are currently the only person in this conference. You are now muted.
regarding the use of your own use of computers. Nicola asked the question, teacher, where are the questions you mentioned? Well, the questions are on page 4, exercise 1. So how you use computers, what do you use computers for? Be specific, please. Who would like to start? It's not difficult, so not at all. Ryan, I can see that your mic is on. Can you give us some ideas, please? Can you share with us?
Sure. Ask whatever you want. So first question is what I use computer for, right?
Yeah.
I use for more different things like playing computer games, listening music, playing, watching movies, and etc. For everything I can use, something who's not expert, first of all.
Okay, thank you. So listening to music, watching TV, and many interesting things in your free time. Okay, what about professional use of computers? Do you use it for your field of study? What about other rooms? Thank you, Ryan. You can mute your mic. So what about other rooms? Lazar, Predrag, what do you think?
Well, yes, I think because of this pandemic, computers are much more used for like work or professional things, more than gaming. Especially work. Like right now, we're using computers to attend this conference. So I think there's a lot more use, especially because of this pandemic, of computers than there was before this. Before this, I think it was mostly for gaming or entertainment.
And which use do you prefer?
Well, I prefer gaming, but
but sometimes it is useful to use it for video conferencing.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, you too. You can mute your mics, Ryan and Lazar and others. Okay, what about other rooms? Any other ideas?
We listed a few things.
Okay, Georgia.
For example, searching for information while studying to get information about the classes and material we should use to study in these times when we cannot attend the classes on our own. And also we listed relaxing, which sums up gaming, music, movies, and etc. And also maybe because we are on this course on our university, it's important to have the computer so we can try home what we learn on university. For example, programming and stuff like that. You cannot do this if you don't have computer or a better phone.
Okay, great.
So
You mentioned
that's what we listed.
Yeah, you mentioned very important aspects. So searching for information while studying, gaining information regarding your courses, what kind of literature you would use, and using it for your professional field of study for certain programs or applications. Oh, thanks a lot. Have we missed to add something? What about other rooms? Like Georgia noticed, for example. Anything to add, Luca, Dražen, Milena, Stefan, Alexander? Anything to add? Have we missed anything? Do you use your computers for your some kind of written assignments or other assignments in your courses? Milica Delibašić, she was with Georgia. No response. Okay. So we listed several uses, very important aspects regarding professional use of computers and also the use of computers in your free time. Now, I will try to play the audio that I have on my computer, and I will see whether it will be successful because of this option again, which is being tested. You have that exercise and the introduction on the same page, exercise 2. You are going to hear 4 people talking about how they use their computers. Try to predict before listening. What do you see on the pictures? What is this woman on the left in the first row of pictures using the computers for, or her computer for? What do you think? Georgia Medic. What is she doing? Ideas? Vuk Đukanović?
Yes.
What is she? Just predict. It is. There is no correct answer.
Find the pictures.
It is on page. The picture is on page 4. The same page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only see one page by page, so like. Yes, I see.
So what is the woman on the right in the first row of pictures doing? What is she using the computer for?
Well, if she's looking at a computer, I assume she might be reading something, since she looks very, how would I say? She looks like she's thinking.
She was thinking?
Yeah, and thus she might be reading something or thinking about some problem, how to solve it.
You are now unmuted.
Because we do a lot of things on the computer, like writing documents and maybe doing some presentations and things. And so maybe she's thinking about how should I phrase this or something like that.
Phrase, okay, nice word. Thanks, Vuce. So she can be reading, solving some problems, or as Philip said, doing some research or even studying. Okay, thank you. What about Yoro? You wanted to add something? Sorry. She is talking to someone. Have I heard you right? Chatting. Okay. All right, writing or typing a message, of course. Thank you. What about picture next to it on the left? What are these kids doing? What do you think? With an adult, what are they doing?
I think this is a class. Maybe this is the teacher and he's teaching them about computers.
Maybe this is it might be a class and they are in a classroom and they are doing something on a computer. Okay, yes. Thanks. What is the girl below on the picture doing? Let me check. Who would like to answer it? Nicola Shofranes.
Yeah, I hear you. You think about this little girl, Blondie?
Yes. What is she doing?
I think for this age, maybe she's watching some cartoons or movies, or doing her homework, maybe.
Okay, she might be doing some homework or watching cartoons. All right. Thank you. Milena, what is the guy in the fourth picture doing? Milena Radičević?
He seems also kind of thinking of something and holding something in his hands. I think he might be even repairing the computer. But there is also something like those, I don't know how you say it, brushes for the art. So maybe he's some designer.
He might be a designer. Okay, a great observation.
There is something in the cup in front of him.
Yes, we'll see. Now, you are going, I'm actually trying to play the audio, and I hope you will hear it. I checked it with my colleague, and she managed to hear it. Now, I will try to play it, and you are going to answer the questions, or actually put the actual use of the computer of the persons that we talked about while listening to the audio. Can you see exercise 3 on page 4? Page 5. So our focus now is exercise 3, page 5. You are going to listen to the recordings and note, write down, so the actual uses of the computers of these people we mentioned: primary school teacher, Open University student, girl or Louise, age 6, and an artist in the last picture. As a colleague said that he might be a designer or something. He is an artist. Okay. So have you found the exercise? Can you confirm? Page 5, exercise 6, exercise 3.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you all for confirming. Right. I'm now going to play it. So let's hope it will work.
Unit 1, Task 3.
Can you hear?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm continuing with playing. Okay.
Primary school teacher. We've got a new program with 3D graphics to encourage young children to tell stories. We tried it out last term, and now we use it regularly. There's a mat in front of the monitor, like a carpet. There are pressure pads under the mat. When the children stand on them, they can move about inside the pictures on the screen. If they stand on the right, they can move to the right, and so on. And the good thing is that it works better if there are more children on the mat. This encourages them to work together. What I like about this program is that if you ask the children what they've been doing, they don't say, we've been working with the computer. They say, we've been telling stories. The computer doesn't get in the way of learning, it's just a tool. We don't get that reaction when we sit them down at a keyboard.
All right, now I played the second file, Open University student.
Open University student.
I've had the computer for about, 3 years now. I'm an OU student doing a degree in mathematics. I work full-time, so I study at home in the evenings and at weekends. Some Saturdays there are tutorials I can attend in town, but mostly I work alone. I use the computer to write my assignments. I also use the internet to email my tutor if I have any problems with the coursework. There's a help group too on the web, made up of other students doing my course, not just here in the UK, but around the world. We can chat about assignments and help each other out if we're in difficulty.
Okay. Audio 3, girl Louise, age 6.
Louise, age 6.
Well, I make cards for my friends. I made one for Mary's birthday last week. I use Word, and you go into clip art. Then these things come up on the screen, and you can click on any one, like animals, and 2 people with a heart, and a star, and a hat. I've got CD-ROMs. I like Splat the Cat and Pets 3. You click on Go to the Adoption Centre. Then you go to Pick a Pet, and you can choose what you want. A cat or a dog. And you can give it a name and feed it. The one I'm going to adopt is a cat, And you've got to give your cat a name. But first I'll take its picture. Then I'll save it.
All right. And the last audio about an artist.
Artist. I paint mainly figures in imaginary interiors. They represent myths. I work in acrylics, although I also make woodcuts. I keep photographs of most of what I've done, apart from the work I've destroyed, the ones I didn't like. I've scanned in about a third of these photographs, around 100 paintings, to make a CD. I've organized the paintings into themes and added a soundtrack so that each group of paintings is accompanied by music. I'll send the CD to dealers. In the past, it would have been slides. I'm also going to start my own website to try to sell directly. The difficult thing is trying to get people to visit your site.
Okay. Now you've seen, or actually you've heard, the uses, the actual use of the persons mentioned. Who would like to tell me what is the actual use of primary school teacher? He's talking about his class. Let's see, what did he say? Jelena Pečurica, what have you found out about the actual use of the primary school teacher, teacher's computer and his class with the kids? Jelena Pečurica, can you hear me? Are you here? She's not here. Okay. Irena Marković. Irena, can you hear me? I wrote on chat, so please, can you read it so that I know that you are present or not? Dmitry, what have you found out about the first picture? Dmitry, can you hear me? Okay, Yovo, you are here, definitely. So can you share your thoughts?
You are now unmuted.
Okay, right. So why are they using a computer? Be more precise. Lazar Markic, why are they using a computer?
You are now muted.
Well, I think that the children are standing on this mat over here, and that the computer is somehow connected to this mat, and that this is like a motion capture or something. Mm-hmm. So that when the children move, the characters on the screen of the computer are moving like them. That's what I...
And what is the task after these activities that you mentioned? What is their task? To do what?
I didn't hear that. I really don't know.
Mm-hmm. Group storytelling. Group storytelling. So they are learning that way. Okay.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
Thank you. Lazar Trifunovic, Open University student. What is she using the computer for? What is the actual use according to the tape?
I think she's using computer to talk with other students to discuss about some issues that are important for them.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we mentioned it previously when you predicted what these persons are doing. Some of you mentioned that she might be chatting with someone, and you were right. So she's chatting with other students. That is one of the actual uses mentioned. What is the other also mentioned?
I'm not sure.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else?
May I?
Yeah, thanks, Predraže.
I think I heard that she said that she is watching some tutorials. that she write assignments and write email to the other students, and they're talking about the field of the studying. She's also chatting with not only the students, but with the students only. She's chatting with the people from around the world.
Yes, you're right. So she's writing an assignment, chatting with other students, and also one more use is mentioned. Thanks, Predrag, for sharing with us.
She's using it for emails.
For emails with her tutor, also mentioned. So using the computer with for emailing someone. Okay, thanks. What about the girl, Louise, age 6? Okay, that would be enough from you. Let's hear all the others. Thanks, Predrag. You can mute your mic. Stefan Radonjic.
Yes, I'm here. I'm not sure if it's a game. She talks about some pet shop, about animals, which animals are there, cats, dogs, how she can name them, how to picture them.
So she's playing games, okay? And what else? Is she doing something else?
May I?
Yes, Dražen?
I think I heard she is practicing on Microsoft Word and Option clip art. I'm not sure, but I think that's it, because she was talking about putting some text and they are pictures which she puts on. Maybe, I don't know, but I think she is making some birthday cards or something for her friends. Or
Exactly, you're right. She's making cards. Great, thanks, Dražen, for adding the information. And we are left with the last use, actual use of the computer on the part of artists. Let's see. Who would like to add? Luka Manojlović. Is he here?
Yes, I'm here.
What did you?
He is artist. He talk about website to sell his products, which he paint, and he talk about something that he destroyed, but I'm not sure what was that.
So he's talking about making the website for selling his product. Okay, thanks. Georgie, you wanted to add something?
It's some kind of online gallery, because he said that he can add his paintings and he can even add background music and compress it to CD or something and send it maybe to some people who are interested to organize the galleries for him and to make people buy his paintings and maybe even come to see them.
Perfect. Very well. Okay, thank you. So now we've seen the actual use of computers by the people mentioned on these 4 pictures. We are proceeding with the exercise again regarding this listening activity. You have the questions in exercise 4. Who would like to read them first? Let's see what are they about. Alexander Prašković, can you read these questions, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
How does the storytelling program encourage children to work together? The second one, or
yes, you can proceed. You can continue.
Okay. In what way in the children's reaction to this program different from other uses they make of computers? A third one, or no?
Yeah.
Third one, what is the OU student studying?
The fourth?
What opportunity has she to meet other students? The 5.1. What can you do with pets 3? What does Louis do with clip art? And 7. How did the artist display work to dealers in the past? And last one.
My connection. Did you hear me? Did you hear Alexander?
Yeah.
All right. So you heard Alexander, but you didn't hear me. So maybe it's up to me. It's okay now. Thanks, Nicola. Or maybe it's up to the BB option. Georgia is writing something. Okay, thanks. Now, would you like to hear the tapes again, or the listening again, so that you can answer these questions? Are you sure about all of the questions? Or do you need me to play the audio again? You can tell me what I should do.
Yes, maybe again, play.
Again. Okay, and then as it was with the first time, you can let me know whether you hear the tape, all right, or the audio. Can you hear it?
No.
No? All right. Let's try it again.
Unit 1, Task 3.
Can you hear now?
Primary school teacher.
Yes.
We've got a new program with 3D graphics to encourage young children to tell stories. We tried it out last term, and now we use it regularly. There's a mat in front of the monitor, like a carpet. There are pressure pads under the mat. When the children stand on them, they can move about inside the pictures on the screen. If they stand on the right, they can move to the right, and so on. The good thing is that it works better if there are more children on the mat. It encourages them to work together. What I like about this program is that if you ask the children what they've been doing, they don't say, we've been working with the computer. They say, we've been telling stories. The computer doesn't get in the way of learning, it's just a tool. We don't get that reaction when we sit them down at a keyboard.
All right. Audio 2.
Open University student.
I've had a computer for about, 3 years now. I'm an OU student doing a degree in mathematics. I work full-time, so I study at home in the evenings and at weekends. Some Saturdays there are tutorials I can attend in town, but mostly I work alone. I use the computer to write my assignments. I also use the internet to email my tutor if I have any problems with the coursework. There's a help group too on the web, made up of other students doing my course, not just here in the UK, but around the world. We can chat about assignments and help each other out if we're in difficulty.
Okay, audio 3.
Louise, age 6.
Well, I make cards for my friends. I made one for Mary's birthday last week. I use Word, and you go into clip art. Then these things come up on the screen, and you can click on any one, like animals, and 2 people with a heart, and a star, and a hat. I've got CD-ROMs. I like Splat the Cat and Pets 3. You click on Go to the Adoption Centre. Then you go to Pick a Pet, and you can choose what you want. A cat or a dog. And you can give it a name and feed it. The one I'm going to adopt is a cat, and you've got to give your cat a name. But first I'll take its picture, then I'll save it.
All right, and last audio.
Artist. I paint mainly figures in imaginary interiors. They represent myths. I work in acrylics, although I also make woodcuts. I keep photographs of most of what I've done, apart from the work I've destroyed, the ones I didn't like. I've scanned in about a third of these photographs, around 100 paintings, to make a CD. I've organized the paintings into themes and added a soundtrack so that each group of paintings is accompanied by music. I'll send the CD to dealers. In the past, it would have been slides. I'm also going to start my own website to try to sell directly. The difficult thing is trying to get people to visit your site.
Okay, now we're done with listening. Let's check the answers to the questions. All right. Who would like to start? Any volunteers? Let's start checking, please. Okay, Philip wrote something, but can you read it, Philip? I want to hear your voice. There are mats that control the movement. So when they step on one of them, they move that way, which encourages them to work together. So the more they participate and the more they are involved, the better. All right. So the more interactive the program becomes, as you said. Okay, Philip's mic is not working. I hope that he will get it fixed for next class, as he says. Okay, thanks, Philip. The next question, who would like to answer the next question?
You are now unmuted.
Thanks, Yovo. Yes, of course. And do they learn in that way? Yeah, it is used for learning. All right, thank you. It's a tool used for learning. Thanks. The next question, volunteers.
Can I?
Yes, of course. Thanks, Jordan.
So I believe she's studying for a degree in mathematics. The question was, what is the OU student studying? She's studying for a degree in mathematics.
Yeah, of course, maths degree, thanks. George, the fourth question, what opportunity has she to meet other students? What opportunity does she have to meet other students?
I think there is some kind of global chat rooms where she can discuss some things probably that interests her, and she can meet somebody like that. But I'm not sure how she called it. I didn't catch that.
Let's say face-to-face tutorials through help group online. Okay.
Help group, okay.
Yeah, help group online. Thank you. Question 5, right? What can you do with PETS 3?
May I?
Yeah, thanks.
In PETS 3, you can go to adoption center to pick up a pet. You choose. Is it going to be a cat or a dog? If you choose between cat or dog, you can pick a name for it and adopt it.
And what to do with it?
And save it.
Can you feed it?
I didn't hear that.
You didn't hear it. Yes, you can feed it and take its picture, of course. Okay, thank you. The next question, question 6. What does Louise do with clip art? We mentioned it already. It's easy. Luka Manojlović.
Can you repeat?
So what does Louise do with clip art?
I didn't hear it.
We talked about it already.
Make a
Milena,
picture.
yes.
Make a picture with a cat or dog.
Yeah, she makes cards also with clip art. Okay, thank you. The following question for Nikola Shofranec. How did the artist display work to dealers in the past?
I didn't hear that in the
That part.
listening. I heard the last question, but not these.
What about this question? Who heard this one? In the past. Dražen?
I think he was making some kind of compilation of his arts. He has a lot of arts, and he was using some program to make a compilation, then burn it to a CD and giving them directly to the dealers or something like that.
And he used slides. He said he used slides. Yeah, thanks. And the last question.
May I?
Yes, Nicola, please.
The question is, what is the difficulty in selling through a website? Well, the difficulty is you need to convince the people to visit your site.
Okay, you
Some kind
need
of
to.
difficulty.
Yeah, difficulty. Did you or have you ever made a kind of site so far for you or for some other people? And how did you attract people to visit your site? Website.
You ask me or all of you?
All of you. All of you.
I can answer. We made a site in school, but we didn't make it for visiting, just for watching, if I can say.
And what was the site about?
That was we chose what team we want. I made it like football club Liverpool site. All about that club, their history, titles, trophies.
All about the club, yeah.
Yes.
Some information that you used computer for searching for them. Yeah, thanks. What about the others? What kind of websites did you make in the past or are you making right now? So what are your experiences? Let's hear you. Have you made any website for someone for professional purposes?
You are now muted.
Since I suppose you are all interested, or many of you are interested in that, it is part of your future profession. Anyone wanting to add something regarding your experience? George, Jevrić?
Well, I never made a website. How you get people to visit it is that you already have some kind of a brand, or if it's like a shop for something, then people already who visit there, they will go to your website to check for your offerings, and that's it. But if you make it on your own and nobody knows you and you don't have some kind of brand, then you can get people to visit that website. They just don't know about it.
All right. What do you think? Should websites be in English, not only in our language, to attract more visitors, international visitors? What's your opinion?
Well, it depends on the purpose of that website. If it's like some kind of local shop, then I don't think it should be in English. It's maybe more beneficial to be in our language. But if you are making something that people from around the world can use and something that you want to spread across not just our country, then yes, of course, you should use English.
Oh, yeah. And that's what you need English for, apart from the things mentioned on our previous classes. Okay,
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks all for participation regarding this introductory part. And I believe that I enjoyed listening to your opinions and your ideas. So that is the point of our classes, to have to give you the opportunity to speak and to practice. Okay. Now, do you need some break or shall we continue? What do you think? 5-minute break or not? It's up to you. I can continue. Okay. Yovo says that we can continue. Yes. And when we will finish earlier by not using our break. Now we will have some language work. So you will remember something that you covered last year and also in your high schools. But here we won't be going into too many details, because you are already familiar with the difference between the past simple and the present perfect. What is the basic difference between these two tenses? What did you do last year? Can you sum up just in a few sentences, or what's your opinion? Let's see. What did you do last year regarding, I suppose that you covered past simple and present perfect, didn't you? Who would like to tell me? Inform me so that I will know.
You are now unmuted.
Thanks, Yovo. Yes, you, of course. It has its consequences. It is connected. That's why it's called present perfect. It is connected with the present moment, either through its consequences. I've sold many CDs, so now I have some money, for example, or I have been teaching English for 15 years, which means that I started in the past and I'm still teaching English. So either through the consequences or through the duration of the action. And as you said, Yovo, past simple refers to some past point of time, which means that these actions were finished, okay? And they don't have consequences in the way that present simple has. Do you have that, can you think of our language? Do we have that distinction? In terms of our language? Do we have this distinction like we do in the English language? All right, let's focus on our exercise and then we can discuss. So these are some examples that were mentioned in the listening activity. Who would like to read these first 3 examples and the sentence in bold above these 3 examples? Who would like to read? Stefan Radonjic, could you read it, please? All right.
These 3 sentences, yeah?
Yeah.
I've scanned in about a third of these photographs. I organized the paintings in teams. I've added the soundtrack.
Now, can you read the explanation on the right? We use the present perfect because in your sentences, as you can see, you have the present perfect. I've scanned, I've organized, I've added. Can you read the explanation?
Yes. We use the present perfect to describe past actions with present relevance. The artist used the present perfect because he is describing a CD he has just made and what he's doing to do with in the near future. We use the past.
Thank you. We can stop it for a moment here. So this is what you always said, and present perfect has consequences of the present moment. Okay. What about the second sentences? Who would like to read them? Book, maybe he wanted to read before, so can he read now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it the 4th to 6th?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why doesn't the speaker use the past simple? I scanned in about a third of these photographs. I organized the paintings into themes. I added the soundtrack.
This was the question regarding the previous set. Why doesn't the speaker use the past simple regarding the present perfect? So now we are focusing on these 3 sentences where actually they are the same. The difference is in the use of the verb in certain tense. Here we have there is in the past simple tense. So can you read the description on the right? Why we use the past simple?
We use the
We use the past simple, yes.
To describe completed actions in the past. It is often used with time expressions such as last year, before. PCs were introduced in 1998. Note, these examples are from the recording.
So I made one for Mary's birthday last week. So we emphasize when the action happened. We tried it out last term. We talked about it last month. We read that book last year. So these expressions that are used with the past simple actually point to the past time reference. So you have expressions such as last year, last month, last night, yesterday, 2 days ago, into each year before 2020, because they are considered as past. And what about the present perfect? Can you remember some expressions from last year classes?
You are now unmuted.
Never and others. So if you want to find out or to refresh your knowledge regarding the building of these tenses, regarding the use of verbs, of the use of regular verbs, you can stick to your book from last year or some other grammar books, and we will not, as I said, will be going into details because you are familiar and you are supposed to know it already. Now we are going on with the exercises. And these, what is different between these exercises and last year exercises in terms of the uses of these 2 tenses is that you have, as you can see, IT context. So the use of past simple and present perfect in the sentences that are taken from your field of study, actually texts relating to your field of study. Now, we have exercise 5 on page 6. Turn over your page. So on page 6, you have exercise 5. The artist is being interviewed. Make questions to match his answers. Use the correct form of the past simple, present perfect, whichever is correct. For example, what did you do yesterday? And he would say, I worked on the computer. So why? Because you have yesterday. So you have to think. Actually, you are provided with the answer or part of the answer, which is a key or a signal which tends to use in the question. Okay, so you can go through them. If you want, you can work on individually, or I would divide you in groups. What do you prefer? Waiting for your answer? Still not having your feedback? What would you like, to work on your own on this exercise or in groups?
Maybe on our own, for myself, I can say.
Okay, thanks, Georgia. So you are going to work on your own and you will have 5 minutes and then we can check, okay? Now I will mute my mic not to disturb you. Okay. Have you done the exercise? I believe that you did. Can we continue? Can you tell me?
Yes, can I start?
Yes, thanks, Luca. You can start, of course.
Second question, how many have you done? The answer is about a third.
Okay. Or included or some other verb. Thanks, Luca. Thank you. Have you finished? Alexandra says yes. Let's hear Lazar Markic. Lazare, sentence 2, please.
How many? Sentence 2. How many?
Sorry, third. Sorry.
What did you do to the pictures? I
Yes.
destroyed them.
You destroy them. Or what did you do with the others? Because it is connected to the previous and to the listening as far as you can remember. Thanks, Lazar. Marko Pejanovic is not here, or maybe he's having some problems with connection. Milena Radičević. Milena? Sentence 4.
How did you
It is connected with the computer. He is doing something in order to what?
put them online?
Did he put them online, or did he first store them in the computer?
I didn't hear this part.
What about the others? Can you help Milena? What verb can you use here? You have the answer, I scanned them in. So how would the question be? Dražen?
Maybe, how did you put them on CD?
But first you have to do something in order to put them on the CD.
How did you scan them?
How did you scan them? I scanned them in. So is it a logical? Is there a logical then connection between your question and the answer? Yes, Predraže?
How did you upload them?
Upload them. Okay. Or any other verb? How did you enter them? How did you record them? So I scanned them in. Okay. Thank you. Nicola Šofajanec, the sentence 5. You have the answer. I've organized them into themes. So how would the question be?
How have you organized them?
Yes, how have you organized them? Great. So the question would be in the present perfect. Raja Perović. We reached the 6th. Ryan, is Ryan here? Can you do the 6th pair of sentences? You have the answer. Yes, I've added a soundtrack. Do you need help?
I have connection problems, I don't know. Can you hear me well?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Okay. Have you prepared the beginning of a project, something like that? I'm not sure how to connect the process with these sentences.
Which sentence are you doing?
6.
Can you read the answer?
Yes, I've added a soundtrack.
And what is your suggestion? Have you? Can you say it again? I didn't hear you.
Not sure.
Have you? So he organized the paintings into themes, and now we have the answer. Yes, I've added a soundtrack. So what could a question be?
Maybe have you put the background in the slides or something like that?
Have you put some background, or have you added anything? Have you added some other feature, etc.? Many options. Thanks, Ryan. All right.
Right.
Alexander Drašković, next one, please.
Which one can you say me?
Sentence 7.
I don't have idea.
You get the answer. It's taken me about a week. How would you make a question? Any ideas? How long? You have everything in the answer. Just ask a question.
Yeah, I know.
How long?
How long did you solve the problem, maybe?
Would you use past if you have the present perfect in the answer? It's taken me. It has taken me. It is.
How long? How long has you solved the problem?
How long, as you have then to make some construction, your construction in a different way. How long has it taken you to solve the problem, if you want to use the word solve, or how long has it taken you?
Yeah.
But actually, did he have some problems according to the listening? He didn't mention some problems. So you can just say, how long has it taken you? It's taken me about a week. That's why you don't use past simple in the question as Philip wrote. You can change it. How long has it taken you? So, and that is the question. Okay.
I have a question.
Georgia?
Can we say how long it took you?
No. Why not? How long it took you? Have I heard you well?
Yes, because it's answered in present perfect. But I just thought it sounds fine.
Okay, yes, it maybe sounds, but the rule is not good. Okay, I'll write it in chat and then we can explain it. How long it took you, you said?
Yes.
And I would ask you all, what is wrong with this question? How you make questions? You have question words.
Okay, maybe also because it's simple past, and then we would use how long did it take you?
Yeah, you know it, I believe it. So you have the pattern WH words or how words. Okay, what did or how did, and or have, depending whether you are talking about the past or the present perfect. So have or did plus you have subject and plus infinitive or verb ed or verb that has the third column, that is past participle, if it is irregular. Now you can see it. So
yeah, now I see it and understand.
This is the pattern when we have questions. So if you have the past simple, then you will use question word, what, why, when, and how. Then the second place is for the auxiliary verb did. Then you have subject and you have infinitive. If you're talking about the present perfect, you have the question word at the beginning, how or when or why and others. You have subject and verb ed or third column. Why third column? Because we are talking about regular verbs. And you need the third column because of the present perfect. Like in this question, how long has it taken you? Taken is the third column of the verb take. Take, took, taken. How long has it taken you? Now, shall I repeat something? Is everything clear? What do you think?
Now it's clear. It just sounded right in my head before I said it.
Yeah. And when you think of it, you will come up with the answer because you are familiar with this. All right. Now, your second question, and you put it, can we say how long has it take? No. What's wrong with it? That's a good question, but then can you tell me what's wrong with it? Why can't we say how long has it take?
Because it's present perfect and we need the third column for the take.
Yes, we have take, took, taken. So can you see taken is the third column and we need it in order to build the interrogative form of the present perfect. So again, I'm writing down separately for the present perfect. Please go back to this because you did it last year. You see the pattern? Now, just for the present perfect, how or WH word plus have plus subject plus verb ed or third column. How long, for example, has it taken you? Why has? Because you have it as a third person singular. You are clear with this, okay? And for the past, separately, for those who need it, okay. I wrote it already, but it was all together for both tenses. So WH or Howard plus did plus subject plus infinitive. How long did it take you? But here we have the answer in the present perfect. That's why we need the question in the present perfect. Okay, is now clearer? What do you think?
Yes, of course.
All right, thank you. So you can go back to the basic step and reminding yourself at home using some grammar or last year course book to see how you build present perfect, how you build past simple, how you make interrogative, how you make negative sentences. So it is very important so that we can come up to this level of the discussion of their uses. Actually in the context of your field of study. Okay. Which sentence have we reached? Sentence 8, haven't we? Yeah. Sentence 8, who would like to continue?
Can I?
You are now unmuted.
Yes, please, Lazar.
When did you start painting?
Yes. Why did you use past? Can you explain to us?
Because this is past simple, right? In the answer, I started about 10 years ago, so I need to use did.
Great explanation. I'm just checking whether you see the signals. Okay. Thanks, Lazar. And the ninth question. Vuce, could you answer, or can you the question for the ninth sentence?
The ninth one.
Yeah, for the ninth one.
What is am I asking? What did he have to use before he had a computer?
What did he have to use before he had a computer? Yes. Great. Okay. Before I had a computer, I had to use slides, which I'm just making a digression here now. Which tense would be more appropriate here, but we are not covering it today? Can you remember some tense that you did, but we are not talking about it today, and would be more appropriate in this context? Past perfect, great, Yogo. So past perfect is used for the action that happened before some other past action. So before I had a computer, I had to use slides, would be more appropriate. But for now, we are discussing the difference between the present perfect and the past simple. Thank you. And the last one, yes, I've solved a few. What would the question be?
You are now unmuted.
Stefan, yes, please.
Have you solved any of the paintings?
You are now muted.
Great, because you have the answer. Yes, I've solved a few. All right. And Alexander is also writing, have you solved any? Great. So now we finished exactly at 12:10, which means that we will not continue more, except if you wish. Okay, we covered what I planned today for this class. So we discussed the text regarding computer use. You spoke a lot about it, and as I've told you at the beginning, the classes are intended for you to speak, to participate, interact, do exercises on your own, with your colleagues in breakout rooms. So that is the point of our classes, not you listen to me and put the audio option, but to choose the mic option. I didn't hear some of you today, so please go back to, let's say, think of it and try to give your best to participate in classes. Your points will depend on that. And of course, not only the points, we are not just talking about points. I know that they are very important to you, but in terms of your knowledge, it's very useful for your future career and for your profession. Do you have something to add for the end, not beginning? Anyone? That would be then all. Well, see you next Friday, and I wish you a nice weekend. Okay. Goodbye, you all.
Goodbye.
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 Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.
Goodbye.